Wildlife seniors, you're my leaders this year. Thanks for coming back to the wildlife program. Promise it's going to be way better and bigger from last year. I'm looking forward to your leadership. I've learned a lot, and I'm going to restructure the program this year. Keep us outside a lot more. I know that's something we enjoy. That's why we signed up for the lab. You'll notice right now I'm standing in the stream. One thing we didn't get to do last year was our aquatics lesson. So we are starting off the year with that. We're going to find that there's a lot of insect larvae and a lot of insect nymphs that live in the water. And that's going to lead us to many items with water quality, and I'll also teach you about insects in there as well. But I want you to get your aquatics lesson in there, because one of the certifications you get is your Ohio EPA Level 1 Credible Data Collector Water Quality Monitoring Certification. If you can identify the macros accurately, correctly assess the habitat, and then also know the nutrient levels and some tests on how to test some chemical water tests. Okay, so the year is going to start out really cool outside, hands-on a lot. So I need to make sure that you have your supplies for the year. Many of them you had last year, so I don't have any concerns. But just as a reminder, your rubber boots, they have to be knee-high. Most of you left your boots in the classroom from the previous school year, and that's great. If you didn't and you took them home, if you don't mind bringing them back. Because we don't get to be in lab every day, we're going to have to be really tough with the weather. If it's pouring down rain, thunder, lightning, we can't be out in it, but we can be like on the porch of Exchange Lodge doing things, so we're not cooped up in the classroom as much. If you have a rain jacket, or if there is a pullover hooded sweatshirt that you don't mind getting wet, you might want to bring something for the days it's overcast and starting to rain. You'll notice I have a little backpack on. It's not the big pink one that I wore a lot last year. If you have a freebie sling bag, bring it with you. If you don't and you want to bring your regular backpack, that's fine. If it's got 42 pounds of books in it, you don't want that. And we'll just do without. One of the things that I do know this year a lot of with is we're kind of done with those worksheets where I show a PowerPoint and you write answers on a sheet, or you just have to look up stuff online. That's not how the lab is going to be structured this year. You actually have what we call a Leopold notebook. Otto Leopold's the father of conservation. That's how it got its name. And you're going to be writing in here lots of challenges. You're going to be writing a lot of your identification down, tips and tricks, and you're going to have that with you. So you don't want to deal with your hands being busy. Just put it on your back. If we need it, we need it. Not every day, but a lot of days you will. So that'd be great if you had that. Long pants, just like last year, you have to wear long pants to lab. The long pants that have a lot of the holes in the front or holes in the back. Anyways, the trend to have all the rips in them, those cannot be worn to lab, because I have seen students fall. I have seen students get cut, scrapes. I've seen a lot of bleeding because they didn't dress properly for lab. Okay, so no holes in the pants for lab, just as a reminder. Long pants on the days you're at lab. Also, I have an example of socks, and I left it up on the bridge up where I left the rest of my stuff. I think some of you figured this out. I was just going to show you socks. The short ones that come like right below your ankles are really good with tennis shoes. They are not good for your boots. Some of you figured it out, that you get blisters in your boots when you don't have the correct socks on. So find a little bit longer pair of socks. Maybe it comes like 2-3 inches above your ankles, so your ankles don't get blisters. But get yourself a pair of socks that cover the ankles to reduce those blisters. You, this year, only need one binder. I think you have your binder from last year that we had notes in. We will add to that resources, not the worksheet stuff. I'm done with that. But a lot of the resources, ID guides, because you have to identify your reptiles this year. You have to identify wildlife this year. So those ID guides are going to be great if you have that binder. Because we're not in lab every day, we had to get computers. So if you have your laptop or your Chromebook, it's good because the school did buy a curriculum this year for wildlife and natural resources, and I've been going through it and pulling stuff out that I like and ignoring the stuff I don't like. But there are days I just need at the last 10 minutes of lab to show you what you need to do while we're not together, and it's easier for you to pull it up and look at it with me. So bring that with you every day. The directions for that are on the website. hopefully this year we can get those green polos that the program has had in years past. We did not get them last year. I don't know where they used to get them, so I'm trying to go through someone new. But that'll be coming in the future. Also the spirit wear, like t-shirts, the hooded sweatshirts that I had just for myself. I just got one to see what it would look like. Hopefully we can get through with that. But certifications, you know, you're professionals in wildlife. We need to get you those certifications. So we have your 10-hour OSHA card. That is very important. Employers ask for that. You're going to be working on getting that this year. American Red Cross will be in to train you CPR first aid training. Now with lab being split, I think this will be the 4th time I've rescheduled this with the guy. I had it for you guys last year and then school let out. So hopefully with the 4th time planning it, we will get it done for you, but we will get that done. I think it's very important that you know that. Also, EPA Level 1 Water Monitoring Certification. We're doing that as well this year, okay? So those are some opportunities to look forward to at you as the professional. You know, as I stand in the stream, I got all excited because aquatics and soils, but especially aquatics, is probably my favorite, one of my strongest points. We see, I'm just standing in the stream right now, and I see crayfish. You know, I trust that all of you can identify a crayfish or crawdad, but what does that mean for water quality? I flip over this rock right here. Hey, that's cool. You probably can't see it in the video. There is a mayfly nymph on there. You're going to see that those mayfly nymphs have 3 little gills on them. You're going to see the bumblebee of the river called the stonefly. I'm going to show you, hopefully, if we can find them, the crane fly larvae. This is only the 2nd time ever I have led this stream session in the fall. We normally do it in the spring for various reasons, but you'll find that. Couple times we will be taking our unit down to the river. We're going to do a lot there in Lazarus Run, but hopefully we'll get down to the river as well. If I flip these over and I have good luck, which wasn't on this rock, that's okay. Water pennies. Water pennies are awesome. You flip them over and they have all those gills just moving and moving, okay? You're going to learn to identify all those. What's that mean for water quality? Do you care if there's bugs in the water? You sure do. Because we better find something more than leeches, and you'll figure out why here real soon. You notice here, I don't have the sun on me. This stream is shaded. So we need to look at a stream, not only what's living in it, but around it. Does it have shade for fish? Is it full sun? You know, the American sycamore, absolutely great tree to find along our rivers. Let's walk Lazarus Run and see if we can find those big sycamore trees hanging over Lazarus Run, shading the stream. Watch this. My footy's even covered with water. I walk. My foot's covered with water. The depth of water is important for aquatic species. Now I'm on video, so I'm going to walk over here and you watch. I'm going to fall and it's going to be embarrassing. Good thing for you guys to watch and laugh at. But look, the water gets deep. Folks, this is called a pool of water. It's really good for the fish. You're not going to find as many macro invertebrates in here because they need lots of oxygen in the water, so they like those riffles and moving water. But you're still going to find aquatic life in here. And I am excited to show you water quality. It's important for me and it's important for you, and you guys are going to be my professional leaders. Proud of you. Can't wait to see you. Take care, guys. Bye.